Nanach, Nachma, MeUman. We're learning Mekute Eitzos, Erech Simcha. We're learning the gathering, the collection of advice about Simcha, happiness. Aleph 1. Aiderias Pnei Tzadik Zochim L'Simcha L'Zivus. Through seeing the face of a Tzadik, one merits to happiness and enthusiasm. Phase 2. Tzarech Lasos HaMitzvos B'Simcha Gdola Kol Kach. Person must do the commandments with such great happiness, to the extent that he will not desire any reward even in the future world for this. All he desires is that God should bring for him another commandment, another good deed, in the reward of the good deed that he's doing now. Because his enjoyment is from the actual mitzvah. And if one is actually performing the mitzvahs for the mitzvah itself, the good deed itself, through this one could know what has been decreed on the world. And if what was decreed was sealed, was already a sealed verdict, or it still has not been a complete verdict. And on who the verdict was made. Chas Shalom, God forbid. And he will know how to pray for the world. Because if it was a complete verdict, so the tzaddikim, the righteous people, know how to dress their prayers in stories. Because Rabbi Nachman taught that after there's a verdict, a complete verdict, so regular prayer cannot help because there was a verdict already. But if one is a big tzaddik, he could dress his prayers in stories, and that has the power, if one is praying through stories, to even overturn a verdict. And all of this one can merit by doing the commandments, the good deeds, with the great joy from the commandment itself, from the good deed itself. Gimel 3. This is called the Simcha Azos, to merit this joy, that is, this joy that one has from the actual mitzvah, not from any other reward, just from the good deed itself. This comes from prayer with all one's might and fear, with great fear and love. Like we explained in the entry of prayer. Dali 4. Through dancing and clapping, there is a sweetening of all judgment. Hey, 5. A person must have great holy impudence, so that he is able to stand against the impudent impediments, people that stand in the way of holiness. And the main impudence and strength is attained through having great joy and happiness. An aspect of what it says in the prophets, that the joy of God is your strength, is your impudence. Nanach, Nachma, MeUman.